Hey, Thomas here. Are you looking to increase your jump, increase your height with your jump? Maybe you have goals of being able to touch the basketball goal or even dunk a basketball. I know that was one of my goals in the past. Or you know that in your movement right now, you do movement skills or you play a sport, you know that just that little bit of extra jump, even just an inch or two, can make a huge difference. Well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 proven plyometric exercises that will increase your jump. Now, why are these 3 exercises so powerful? Well, in a meta-analysis of studies looking over several plyometric jumping exercises, at the end they recommended these 3 for increasing jumping power, increasing your jump. And you may be watching this if you're older, maybe past the age of 50. You might be thinking, oh, I can't do plyometrics. All these jumps, it's gonna destroy my joints. Well, there was also a meta-analysis studies that showed people over the age of 50 doing jumping exercises. They found them to be safe, very effective, and they recommended it. It's gonna help with increasing bone density. It's all about how you do them. All right, now we're gonna go into these 3 exercises. I'm gonna cover them very quickly, but I want you to make sure to watch to the end because the real secret for increasing your jump is all in how you do them, okay? So make sure to watch to the end. I also have a trick for you too that you can use that's been proven to increase height. Exercise number 1 is your squat jump. And with this, we're starting in a squatted position. So we're not starting in a standing position here, we're starting in a squatted position. And we're not using our arms here, we're just using the legs. So have the arms in front. And with this, we're gonna try to hit 90 or lower than 90 to start the jump. If we have the mobility to do that, that's what we want. Because in another study, it showed that if you jump or squat from 90 or below, that is shown to increase your vertical jump even more than if you start from a squat that's higher, okay? So squat jump, we're starting in a squat position and launching up to the sky as high as you can and then going back into it. Exercise number 2 is your counter movement jump. This one we're gonna be using our arms, and in a study they actually showed that the arms can make up to 10% of your jump, okay? And we're starting in a standing position. So with your squat, you know you're starting in a squat. With the counter movement jump, we're starting standing, we're going down and then springing up as high as we can, okay? And you don't have to worry about going, to 90 or below 90, just go with what's comfortable. Exercise number 3, this is one of my favorites, as actually invented by a Russian, and this is the depth jump or drop jump, okay? They're actually 2 different exercises, but I'm gonna show you both. Okay, the drop jump is we're gonna stand. You wanna start off with something about 40 centimeters. That's close to about a foot. This is a little low, but okay for beginners. And you're gonna simply step off, and when you hit, this is really important. You want your feet to be about shoulder width apart. You also want a slight bend in the knees here, a slight bend in the hips, but you wanna keep relatively stiff, okay? Because the goal with this drop jump is to hit the ground with contact with the balls of the feet and then quickly launch up into your jump. So if you keep the legs relatively stiff, boom, so you can spring up off the ground there. So I'll show you real quick. You step and spring up, using those arms. Now, the depth jump, which is also, it's very similar, but instead of keeping the legs relatively stiff and not bending too much, with the depth jump, we're gonna go more into a squat. So it's gonna spend more time making contact with the ground, but it can be a little bit safer, especially if you're going on higher obstacles, okay? So, and up. All right, so those are the 3 exercises. Now we're gonna go into the most important part, but before we do that, if you like these type of exercises, you like this style of training, then you definitely wanna check out the workouts we have for you down in the description. So check that out. Now let's go into the most important part, is how you do these exercises. Because you can be doing jumps like a lot of us probably do. I mean, if you've really been trying this, you're probably doing a lot of jumps. But it's not about really how many jumps you're doing as opposed to the quality of jumps and putting high intensity effort. So this means we're not gonna be doing a lot of reps. We're gonna be doing quite a bit. We wanna hit about 50 reps per session, but we're gonna be dividing this up into sets and reps and going full intensity here. So for an example, when you're doing your squat jumps, you're gonna set up, you're gonna get in that squat, you're gonna go full intensity up, land very controlled, set up, and repeat. Full 100% intensity, and you're doing 5 reps, rest, and performing a total of 5 sets of 5 reps. And this goes with all the exercises. Now, with your depth jump here, especially if you're just beginning or you're a little bit older, start off small, start off low, okay? The smaller the better. And you can choose between the drop jump or the depth jump. Just choose one. I personally like the drop jump because it's really quick, but just choose one on there, okay? And then as you improve, increase the height. So in studies, they start from 40 centimeters and then gradually increase 10 centimeters each week up to 100 centimeters. Now here's a really powerful tip that will increase your jump, and you can use this while doing these exercises here. And this is having an overhead goal to reach for. So whenever you're doing your jumps, this could be, because I actually picked this up, big shout out to Ryan Ford on his Instagram. He shared this, 2005 study showed this, and he actually used a ring. So he would do a depth jump and try to touch a ring, but anything can be used for this. Just have something that is a goal to try to aim for when you're doing these jumps. And that has been proven to also increase the vertical jump or your jumping capabilities. So I'll see you in the next one. Train safe.